Hi, this is our project, Build a House, by Matt Tilson, the project manager, Davis Covington, and Chris Scaduto.
Here we have our A1 assignment. This is our project proposal. The purpose of our project is for underprivileged youth and minorities in the area, where it will provide food, water, and shelter for people in need. Two goals for our project are completing the house within our chosen time frame, December 15th, and to keep our project within its budget.
This is our project proposal in its actual form. We had a description. We outlined our SMART goals and went more in depth in them. As well, we have described our positions and what we will do in those positions. Here, we have a quick project plan that describes the schedule.
Here is a continuation of our A1 project proposal assignment. The summary of our project proposal is that overall we will have a solid foundation for what needs to be done and the steps to take in order to achieve our goal for building this house. But even in light of this, we do expect delays and some issues with overall spending by the end of the project. Over the course of the project, we will learn how to overcome these obstacles and still accomplish what our team set out to do.
This is our business case and our financial analysis. Here, the business case shows our justification for our proposed project. This includes a business objective, an opportunity statement, and a critical assumption.
Here we have a continuation of our business case and financial analysis. A slight breakdown of our financial analysis. The project manager will make $50 per hour and will work 30 hours per week. Our machinery and equipment cost, we signed a $20,000 fixed price contract. For research experiments and land evaluation and consultings, we plan to use 25 hours at $70 per hour. Investors and donations have accounted for $3 million to $5 million, and our goal is to make at least $500,000 in revenue.
Here we have our A3 portion of the project, our project charter and preliminary scope. The project charter and preliminary scope describes our project's purpose, description, risks, constraints, and assumptions, and boundaries. In the end, we also must define our project milestones, deliverables, and as well create a high-level work breakdown structure.
Going more in depth with the work breakdown structure, we move on to our A4 assignment. Here we go more in depth talking about our planning, talking about how we're going to obtain building permits, execute our land inspection, begin excavating the plot of land, begin framing the house, begin setting up the floors, begin putting up the walls, begin installing utilities, and to complete our project, finish off with furniture shopping.
Here we have our work breakdown dictionary, which is our work breakdown structure, but added with description. So on the left, you'll have your task that we must complete, and on the right is a description of how it will be completed.
The next few slides show our Gantt chart, which is basically a laid out timeline of our project plan. It goes in depth, showing our work breakdown structure, but over the course of the time span of our project. It also shows what tasks are delegated to each project member and how long we have to complete each task.
Here we have our Gantt chart, but instead it describes our critical path, which is the sequence of stages that determine the minimum time that will be used for an operation. If you follow that red line, it will show the minimum amount of time.
For our A6 assignment, we have the cost estimation and budgeting. This shows man hours, how many hours we're going to need, cost per hour, and subtotals. After all the calculations were completed, we came to the conclusion that the total cost for our project is $3,218,205.
Over the next few slides, we will be demonstrating our risk management, which will include our risk breakdown structure, risk assessment form, risk severity matrix, and a risk response matrix / change request. Here you will see our risk breakdown structure at the top in the blue with the blue boxes, which breaks down our risk into technical, external, operational, and project management.
Below that, you will see our risk assessment form, which lays out the risk event and the likelihood, the impact, detection, difficulty on a scale of 1 to 5. This is the risk severity matrix, which pulls items from the risk assessment form and shows the level of severity each one poses based on a red, yellow, or green scale.
Here we have our risk response matrix, which takes our risk events, says who's responsible, what's going to trigger the contingency plan, what our contingency plan is, and what our immediate response is to that event.
Here we have our change request, which shows pending changes we have made to the timeline of our project. The change request we have decided to make is to change to a new contractor. The reasons for these changes are poor quality of work and bad time management. All parties have signed off on this change request, and it was processed on October 30th, 2018.
Here for A8, we have a responsibility assignment matrix which takes our tasks and breaks them up into who is responsible, who is accountable, who will be consulted, and who will be informed on each task.
For our A9 assignment, we have fine-tuned our project. We've decided to fine-tune it over the course of time creating it. In order to save time, we decided to crash going to Hickory Furniture Mart and the second crew inspection because we feel they are not as needed as other items throughout the timeline of our project.
Here is A10, our dependency map. We believe that the groups that are most cooperative for us will be the project manager approval, billing and receipts handling, and inventory handling. This is because we think the people we will hire will be the most connected and reliant upon one another. We believe that the groups to be least cooperative are people in charge of permits, contractors, donors, and team member cooperation. This is because groups with no connection tend to be less cooperative.
This is the end of our presentation. Our project was to build a house, maintained under budget, and completed in a timely fashion. We've used the following documents to help plan out our project and to complete it successfully and minimize risks. Thank you for watching.